Thanks for watching. Sunday, August 8th, 2021. Baseball Hall of Famers. I'm analyzing stats. Episode 248. I'm just going to keep going until I run out of topics. You may be asking, why are you doing so many YouTube channels? I'm going to give the same answer that people who climb Mount Everest give when they're asked, why are you climbing the mountain? So if you go up to a guy, he's in the Himalayas, and he says, I'm going to go climb Mount Everest, and you ask him, why? And he goes, because it's there. The mountain is there. If you ask me, why am I doing all these YouTube videos on baseball? My answer is, because the Hall of Fame and the baseball players and all their stats are there. That's why I'm doing it. Call me crazy, call me loony. I don't care. I'm retired. What's life all about? Is to have some hobbies. Do your passion. Do things that stir your interests. That's what I'm doing. I'm expanding my horizons. All right, this episode, 248, I'm going to focus on the top 161 baseball players combined statistics ranked. What do I mean? I took a baseball player's career out of the 15,000 that have played. I looked at as many as I could, especially the Hall of Famers. I didn't look at everyone else, but I looked at the Hall of Famers, those who made the Baseball Hall of Fame. I looked at their career hits, 1, career runs, career RBIs, career batting average. I added all those numbers as one score and ranked who comes out with the most points or total score. Who comes out? Who's number one? Out of the 161 players that I looked at in the Hall of Fame, Ty Cobb. Hits, 4,189. Runs scored, 2,246. RBIs, 1,944. And his career batting average, 366. Add the numbers. Totals 8,745. Is there another player that if you add the hits and their runs scored and their RBIs and their career batting average, if you add all those numbers, does he beat 8,745? Nobody else. Ty Cobb is number one. Incredible. I'll give you the top 10. I'll give you their numbers. And then I'll go through all these other players until I get to number 161, and you'll see where they're ranked. Okay, this is ranking. Number 2, Hank Aaron. 3,771 hits, 2,174 RBI or runs scored, 2,297 RBIs, and a 305 career batting average gives him 8,547. He just missed Ty Cobb by how much? $198. If he had a higher batting average, he may have beat him. Interesting. Did you know there are 2 players that have 2,000 runs and 2,000 RBIs. 2,000 runs scored and over 2,000 RBIs. Hank Aaron and Babe Ruth. That's just a little tidbit. I was trying to look to see if anybody else has the 2-2 club, 2000 club. Nope. So I thought that was interesting. Okay, number 3, Pete Rose. 4,256 hits. 2,165 runs scored. But his RBIs is not as many as Aaron and Cobb. So he had 1,314 RBIs and a 303 lifetime, but he's a member of the 8,000 club, 8,038. Only 3 guys in the history of baseball have a combined total score over 8,000. Ty Cobb, Henry Aaron, and Pete Rose. How about that? Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 other players are a member of the 7,000 total score club. Just going to give you the top 10, their numbers. Then from 11 to 161, I'll just name the player and the score, okay? Because it would take way too long to list every single stat. But the top 10 deserve recognition. Number 4, Stan Musial. 3,630 hits, 1,949 runs scored, 1,951 RBIs, and a 331 batting average. Career, 7,861. Number 5, Cap Hansen. 3,435 hits, 1,999 runs scored. Oh, he just missed the 2,000 club by 1. 2,075 RBIs and a 334 lifetime batting average, 7,843. Number 6, Babe Ruth. 2,873 hits, 2,174 runs, 2,214 RBIs, and a 342 lifetime batting average gives him 7,603. Number 8, Carl Yastrzemski. 3,419 hits, 1,816 runs scored, 1,844 RBIs, gives him a 285 career average, gives him 7,364. Tris Speaker. Number 9, 3,514 hits, 1,882 runs scored, 1,529 runs batted in, 345 lifetime average, 7,270. And rounding out the top 10, Honus Wagner. 3,420 hits, 1,739 runs scored, 1,732 RBIs, 328 lifetime average, gives him 7,219. Okay, the top 10 total score ranked. What do you think? Are these top 10 the greatest baseball players of all time? Well, you got a lot of other players coming after this, and you could argue they belong in the top 10, but their total score didn't break 7,218 because that's what you needed to get to the top 10. Oh, you got Ted Williams, you've got Frank Robinson, Roger Hornsby, you got all these other guys. Could they be considered the greatest of all time? Ted Williams served about 3 years in the military. Joe DiMaggio, too. I mean, their numbers would be higher if they played those 3 years in their prime. And other players, they were in the military, too, and they served in their prime years. Just think of the stats that they would have had if they had 20 full seasons. Other players on this list only played 14 years, 15 years. Jackie Robinson, 10 years. So for the purpose of this episode, my top 10 total score of hits, runs, RBI, and batting average, I thought you'd be curious to know who are the top 10 as far as their score, okay? That's why I did this. I'll tell you again. Ty Cobb, 1. Hank Aaron, Pete Rose, Stan Musial, Cap Hansen, Babe Ruth, Willie Mays, Carl Yastrzemski, Tris Speaker, and Honus Wagner, the top 10. The first 3 cracked 8,000, with Ty Cobb leading at 8,745. The next 7 topped 7,000. So the cutoff at the top 10 is 7,219. The next players on this list, there's 2 more in the 7,000 range. Then there's a lot of players in the 6,000, and then there's the 5,000. We get to 4,000, and then the last player. Well, then you get to 3,000, and then the last player in the 2,000 total score. You can see I ranked them. Are you ready to go? Let's see if we can get to number 161. I'm not going to give you the hits, runs, and RBIs. Take too long on the average. I'm just going to give you the name and the score, okay? Number 11, Eddie Murray, 7,086. 12, Derek Jeter, 7,009. So they're a member of the 7,000 club. The next members are the 6,000 plus club. 13 on the list, Lou Gehrig, 6,944. All right, you ready? Here we go. Mel Ott, 68.99. Dave Winfield, 68.95. Frank Robinson, 68.78. Cal Ripken, 68.02. Eddie Collins, 67.68. Ricky Henderson, 67.44. Paul Molitor, 67.14. He's number 20 on the list. All right, 21 to 30. Nap Lajoie, 66.83. Jimmy Fox, 66.44. George Brett, 66.38. Ted Williams, 66.35. Al Simmons, 65.96. Ken Griffey, 65.63. Al Kaline, 65.08. Robin Yount, 64.65. Roger Hornsby, 64.51. And number 30, Jake Beckley, 64.30. 31 to 40. Paul Wainer, 64.21. Craig Biggio, 63.55. Charlie Gehringer, 63.41. Chipper Jones, 62.71. Sam Crawford, 61.84. Goose Goslin, 61.45. Reggie Jackson, 61.19. Harold Baines, 6,082. Andrew Dawson, 6,017. And Ed Delante, 6,009. 41 to 50. Tony Gwynn, 6,000 even. How about that? Roberto Clemente, 57.21. Frankie Frisch, 59.52. George Davis, 59.45. Tony Perez, 59.35. Frank Thomas, 59.22. Mickey Mantle, 58.98. Jim Thome, 58.86. And Billy Williams, 58.86. And Jim O'Rourke, 58.86. 51 to 60. Sam Rice, 58.76. Wade Boggs, 58.65. Jesse Burkett, 58.60. Harry Heilman, 58.36. Lou Brock, 58.26. Ivan Rodriguez, 58.26. Rod Carew, 5820. Willie Keeler, 5802. Ernie Banks, 5798. Zach Wheat, 5738. 61-70. Vladimir Guerrero, 5732. Roger Connor, 5726. Brooks Robinson, 5704. Roberto Alomar, 5666. Jeff Bagwell, 5657. Fred Clark, 5627. George Sisler, 5614. Mike Schmidt, 5602. Joe Morgan, 5571. And Eddie Matthews, 5548. 71-80. Luke Appling, 5494. Dan Brothers, 5475. Hugh Duffy, 5475. Joe DiMaggio, 5466. Jim Rice, 5450. Tim Raines, 5450. Joe Medwick, 5376. Heine Manouche, 5325. Max Carey, 5297. Bill Bid McPhee, 5286. 81-90. Willie McCovey, 5265. Joe Cronin, 5243. Ennis Slaughter, 5234. Carlton Fist, 5231. Jim Botney, 5222. Harmon Killebrew, 5209. Pie Trainer, 5192. Joe Kelly, 5152. Orlando Cepeda, 5144. Larry Walker, 5139. 91-100. Willie Stargell, 5084. Louis Aparicio, 5065. Ryan Sandberg, 5050. Yogi Berra, 5040. Edgar Martinez, 5039. Duke Schneider, 5003. Rabbit Marinville, 5003. Ron Santo, 5000. Harry Hooper, 4992. Kiki Kuehler, 4990. All right. 100 to 101, 110. Kiki Kyler is number 100. Billy Hamilton, 4947. Alan Trammell, 4944. Barry Larkin, 4924. Sam Thompson, 4818. Mike Piazza, 48. Sam Thompson, 4888. Mike Thompson, 40. Mike Piazza. All right, I'm losing it a little bit. I'll slow down. Mike Piazza, 4818. Richie Hasburn, 4790. Johnny Bench, 4782. Ed Roche, 4779. Kirby Puckett, 4778. All right, 110 to 120. No, 111 to 120. Johnny Mize, 4778. All right, 111. Ozzie Smith, 4772. Chuck Klein, 4765. Bobby Wallace, 4755. Red Shinosius, 4734, Joe Sewell, 4733, Bill Terry, 4732, Earl Averill, 4725, Bobby Dorr, 4671, Pee Wee Weiss, 4662, and John Ward, 4661. John Ward starts 120 to 130. No, 121. Oh, okay. Billy Herman, 121 to 130. 161 will be our last number, so bear with me. 121, Billy Herman, 4650. Gary Carter, 4604. Lloyd Wayner, 4574. Archie Vaughn, 4520. King Kelly, 4427. Bill Dickey, 4421. Nell Fox, 4420. Jimmy Collins, 4331. Tony Lazario, 4312. Hank Greenberg, 4261. Numbers 131 to 140. Gabby Harnett, 4255. George Kell, 4110. Earl Combs, 4010. Dave Bancroft, 3927. Buck Ingwing, 3920. George Kelly, 3914. Bill Mazeroski, 3898. Mickey Cochran, 3843. Frank Baker, 3823. Travis Jackson, 3821. Okay. 141 to 150. Elmer Flick, 3771. Fred Lindstrom, 3732. Larry Doby, 3728. Lou Bogereau, 3724. Ralph Kiner, 3716. Hack Wilson, 3715. Ernie Lombardi, 3689. Joe Gordon, 3687. Huey Jennings, 3670. Joe McCarthy, 3583. 151 to 160. 151 to 161. Joe Tinker, 3511. Jackie Robinson, 3510. Rick Farrell, 3394. Chick Happy, 3393. Johnny Evers, 3384. Phil Rizzuto, 3301. Ross Youngs, 3217. Frank Chance, 2964. Roy Campanella, 2920. Ray Chalk, 2770. Roger Brezshahan comes in at number 161, 2743. There were 4 players in the 2000s. Then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 24 players in the 3000s. Looks like about 132. Looks like about 33 players in the 4000s. And we had about, let's see, 95, 42 to 95, 45, about 50 players in the 5000s. And then we had, let's see, in the 6000s, we had, let's see, 13 to about there, right? 38, 22 players in the 6000s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players in the 7,000s, and 3 players broke 8,000. I know it was a little tedious. I wanted to show you where the ranking was. So if your favorite player was like, way down in the list, my apology, but he should have accumulated more stats. Don't you think we need to give credit to the top 10 players in the Baseball Hall of Fame who have combined stats and they're ranked in the top 10? I think so. I think they deserve props. They deserve kudos. Ty Cobb, Hank Aaron, Pete Rose, Stan Musial, Cap Hansen, Babe Ruth, Willie Mays, Kyle Yastrzemski, Tris Speaker, and Honus Wagner, the top 10. Now you may ask, where's my Lou Gehrig? He's number 13. You may ask, where's Frank Robinson? He's 16. You may ask, where's Nap Lajoie? He's 21. You may ask, where's Jimmy Fox? He's 22. Where's Ted Williams? He's 24. How about Ken Griffey? 26. All right, you may ask, hey, my favorite player was Reggie Jackson. He's 37. How about Tony Gwynn? Well, 41 on the list. How about Mickey Mantle? 47 on the list. What about Rod Carew? 57. How about Ernie Banks? 59. Hey, my favorite player was George Sisler. Up, 67. What about Joe DiMaggio? Only played 12 years, so he's at 74. What about Willie McCovey, the slugger? He's 81. How about Harmon Killebrew? Nope, 86. Willie Stargell, 91. Yogi Berra, 94. I really like Johnny Bench, up 106. I liked, someone may yell at me and go, come on, I like Hank Greenberg, up 11 years in the league. He's at 129. How about Ralph Kiner? He was a slugger, up 144. Hack Wilson, 10 years, 11 years, 145. So what do you think of that list? All right, that, my friends, was my analysis of hitting. Let's go to pitching. What can I do on that? Well, how about total wins, but the percentage of wins and losses? Well, I should put it this way. When you're pitching a game, what is the percent of you winning? For example, if you go 1,000 wins and 500 losses, what's your winning percentage? 50%, right? Some guys in the Baseball Hall of Fame, as far as pitchers, were over 50. Then you have guys who are in the 40s. .49, and then you have guys down into the 30. We will analyze pitching next in my next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.